Hello, we're back out on the railways, this time in East London as we do a brand new video, Secrets of the Docklands Light Railway. The dome structure at the entrance is an original 1987 feature. But if you walk down to the back of the platforms, then you get to a secret back entrance which leads out onto Mantle Street. We're at Limehouse Station where the DLR connects to the National Railway here, and there's this little bridge which links the two stations together, but weirdly the bridge only connects you to trains going into London and not the ones leaving. I'm not going to go through the barrier. If you're a regular commuter on the DLR at East India, this may be the point where there's a thing that you've passed through every day but you've never seen. On the eastbound platform, come to the end, and up the side of the building there's this line next to a sundial, and there's a line along the ground as well. What this is the Meridian line, GMT0, and by standing here I'm in the Western Hemisphere, and by standing here I'm in the Eastern.
Now, with Oyster and contactless being the preferred way to pay, the DLR doesn't need any ticket offices, does it? Or does it?
So we've come to London City Airport. Again, this is one of those stations that you've never been to because you've never caught a plane from London City Airport. But here's a great thing. It's the only DLR station that's got a ticket office, which is closed. We've come on a day it's closed.
It would appear that not many flights land on a Saturday afternoon.
Whilst we're at London City Airport waiting for our next train, I'm looking at the map of the DLR. It wasn't always like this, so here's a quick timeline to explain how it developed over the years.
The DLR had just 15 stations when it first opened in 1987. The extension to Bank was built first, with Canary Wharf opening later the same year, before it then headed out east to Beckton, with Pudding Mill Lane being added to the original Stratford branch. The railway then extended south, tunnelling under the Thames from Island Gardens to Lewisham, followed by another new branch, which first terminated at King George V until another new tunnel was completed to take the DLR to Woolwich. Langton Park Station was added during this time too, and then finally the new extension to Stratford International was built.
And we've come to the eastern end of the DLR at Beckton so that you don't have to. I admit, I've only ever been here twice before in my life, and here's the secret thing that we found out about it. Did you know that when a train leaves for London, it actually leaves heading eastbound and then does a massive U-turn so that trains are then heading west towards London?
Now, we still get confused at Canning Town where there are high-level and low-level DLR platforms, so always check the departure board for the next train. As you can see here, trains to Beckton, as well as Woolwich, can leave from two different platforms. And on to Abbey Road, where you can't help but raise a small chuckle at some of the terrible Beatles song titles which they've squeezed into a sign telling you you're at the wrong station if you're after the famous Severn crossing. But the station actually gets its name from being on the spot where Stratford Langthorne Abbey used to be.
Come to the end of the northbound platform at the southern end, and there's a stone showing you where it used to be.
We took a quick ride through the lit-up tunnels to Stratford International to see Platform 2 that the trains hardly ever use, and then back down south through Canary Wharf.
This one isn't so much a secret because I think a lot of people know this already, but a really quick tip: if you're ever changing from the DLR to the Jubilee line at Canary Wharf, don't use Canary Wharf DLR, which is just 30 seconds away. Instead, change here at Heron Quay to get down to the Jubilee. Someone's measured it. It's been proven to be slightly quicker.
One of the best old bits of the DLR was a best old bit before the DLR came along. The original Island Garden station, before it was rebuilt and resited for the Lewisham extension, used to sit on top of this old railway viaduct, part of the Millwall Extension Railway from the 1900s.
A lot of the DLR was actually built using infrastructure in places where previous railways had once run in London.
And then it was on to our favourite named DLR stop. Don't snigger.
So we're at Mudchute Station. Mudchute. And as that train there leaves platform 1 heading south, you've got platforms 2 and platforms 3 here, heading north, except here's the weird thing. At Stratford International, we pointed out the rarely used platform, but it was rarely used. Here, they built a whole new platform and a track at Mudchute for reversing trains where no train has ever called, ever. Whatever you do, don't wait for a train at platform 3 at Mudchute.
We headed back up the line, through Blackwall, trying to wait, trying to find, trying to squeeze our way in to the one seat in a DLR where everybody loves to sit, and the thing that we love about the Docklands Light Railway the most.
The fact that if you manage to bag the front seat, which is quite hard to do, then you can pretend that you're driving the train.